Ethan Slater's wife, Lily J, is said to be feeling betrayed now that the actor is dating Ariana Grande and reportedly feels like he abandoned their family.
This is so sad! All her songs are pretty sad, not gonna lie.
The weirdos that you have to be to have an affair and have the audacity to meet one another's husband and wife.
My ears are blessed. I want to listen to it again.
Ariana meets the baby and she holds the baby.
I'll see you in jail. Literally.
Miss Ariana Grande has made the people feel every emotion possible since she stepped on the scene, but especially from July 2023 to March 2024. During Women's Month, I only think that it is right that we discuss this lady's impact on all of us, on entertainment as a whole, and on the universe. My name's Elisa. If you've never met me, my name's Elisa, and just like anybody, I live for entertainment. In this video, we are unpacking the drama surrounding Ariana Grande, her new album, and everything in between. July 20th, 2023, TMZ was the first to break the news about the love affair between Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. Now, this took everybody by surprise because we were all under the impression that Ariana Grande was married to Dalton Gomez, which she was. They had gotten married in 2021. And Ethan Slater, not many knew him, but he has definitely been doing his big one in the theater world. He got a Tony nomination in 2018 for his role as SpongeBob SquarePants. That was not shade. I literally had to clear my throat. And he also won a Drama Desk Award for that role in 2018. Not to mention, 2018, Ethan Slater got married to Lily J. 2018 was a big year for Ethan, okay? Ethan and Ariana, they met each other on the set of Wicked. They're working together, shooting in London. So when the news broke, Ethan Slater was married to Lily J, and they also have like an 11-month-old baby. Ariana Grande was married to Dalton Gomez. And the internet had a frenzy. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of nuance to the details. I'm not going to get into that because I don't know them. But I will say, people were really upset about the fact that Dalton and Ariana were going on double dates with Ethan and Lily, and then they were having their affair. Now, I'm not sure what the timeline is, but I do know double dates were happening, and then a love affair was happening. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't. The internet is trashing Ethan, calling him the real-life SpongeBob SquarePants. The internet is trashing Ariana, saying that she's a homewrecker. She's done this for years. Whoop-de-whoop. Lily J, Ethan's wife, back in July, August, she's talking to the press. She's saying Ariana's not a girl's girl. Lily J, she's opening that mouth. Dalton Gomez, he's pretty silent. But if we're being honest, I've never known that man to say a word. Ariana Grande is posting about Rem Beauty like nothing is happening. And Ethan Slater, silent. But we do know in October he's starting to go to his divorce hearings. Let's move into Ariana and Dalton Gomez's divorce, because I don't hear a lot of people talking about this, and I think that this is some important information. So allegedly, February 20th, 2023, Dalton and Ariana had officially separated after being on and off again in their marriage, which was finalized October 2023. Ariana and Dalton filed at the same time for irreconcilable differences, and there was a prenup, but Dalton did get a one-time tax-free spousal payment of $1.25 million. Ariana paid the $25,000 attorney fee. They sold their $6 million estate and split the profit equally. And Miss Grande made sure to put a clause in the divorce saying that Dalton could not write a book, do an interview, do an article, any type of production could he speak about their relationship. Ariana Grande decides to finally open her mouth on January 12th, 2024. After having said nothing about the alleged affair, she drops yes and the chorus goes, yes, and say that shit with your chest and be your own fucking best friend. So The people spiral. The people lose their shit. Yet again, they are under the impression that Ariana Grande has made this song for Lily J, talking about be your own fucking best friend. There was also another line, why do you care so much about whose dick I ride? And then the people immediately were like, oh my god, he's a married man. He's a married man. Now, allegedly, Ethan was having problems in his relationship too. I don't know if they were going towards the end. Ariana was technically out of her relationship. Now, I don't know. I do not know the details. I do not know the intricacies. And everything that I say is alleged, except the facts. But that chorus and that line, people lost their fucking top. They were like, oh, she's really not a girl's girl. Like, how could we ever have supported her? She's done this to so many artists anyway. Like, offing their top about it, okay? I don't think that they were looking at the deeper meaning behind the song, which she's essentially saying you have to be there for yourself during the tough times, during the unpredictable times, because the only way to get through it is to get through it, you know? But it's not fun when there's no drama. So of course people leaned into the drama. And so now we get into the album concept. 5 days later, January 17th, Ariana announces her 7th studio album. I think it's 7. Her next studio album, Eternal Sunshine, dropping March 8th, aka International Women's Day. This is kind of her very silent response to people being like, you're not a girl's girl. Based on the movie Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. Listen, I've always liked her music. I don't have any beef with her, and I'm not here to give any opinions on how I feel about somebody's personality that I don't know about. I'm separating the artist and the artistry. Maybe it's just because Ethan Slater, something about him just really unmoves. Like, I just feel so not moved. I don't know. The album. In just 35 short minutes, Ariana Grande takes us on a journey of vulnerability, falling in love, falling out of love, loving yourself, life changing. And she's saying so much and she's saying nothing at the same time. It's a masterpiece. Song 1, intro, end of the world. She starts off by asking 3 questions. How can I tell if I'm in the right relationship? Aren't you really supposed to know that shit? Feel it in your bones and own that shit. I didn't even have to look at the last one because you know I know the words. Then she goes on to talk about an interaction that she's had with a guy that she's been thinking about for like 5 weeks. But then she's like, damn, I feel awful because I'm married. If the world came to an end, who would be on my mind? Whose mind would I be on? She's just really starting to take some perspective right now. Song 2, Bye. She's saying, boy, bye. It's over. She's taking what's hers. Her bestie just pulled up. She's hopping in. She's leaving that boy behind because he does not deserve her time and her energy any longer. It's a bop. It's fun. She's not getting too much in the details, but whatever she's been going through, she's had enough. And to be honest, her and her bestie are probably about to go to happy hour, and then they're about to pregame, and then they're probably about to go out. That's the energy, and we love. Okay, the sun has come out, so we're gonna lean into it. Song 3, Don't Want to Break Up Again. So here is where she's actually getting into the details for us. Assuming this is about Dalton, she says, I fall asleep crying. You turn up the TV. You don't want to hear me. That alone is enough for me to file for divorce. You know what I'm saying? So like if your best friend was telling you like, oh, like I'm having such a hard time, like I'm falling asleep crying and he doesn't want to hear me, so he just turns up the TV. Like I would be like, girl, get out. Immediately. She goes on to say this situationship has to end. Now, calling your marriage a situationship, she's being very detailed about the fact that it was not working. They were not on the same page and he wasn't really that interested in trying. And what are you going to do when someone's not that interested in trying? You just have to move on. She said, it's breaking my heart to break yours again. She was feeling bad. She's like, you're not a bad person. You're just not the right person. And that's tea sometimes. Song 4, Saturn Return Interlude. For those who don't know, Saturn Return is basically when Saturn is back where it was when you were born. So it could be anywhere between age 27 to age 30. I know that in her album, she says it happens about 29 and a half, which goes on for a couple of years. But basically, this is when life happens and parts of your youth are shed so you can elevate to the true next level of your life as an adult. Quick little interlude, they just talk about that. Song 5, the album title, Eternal Sunshine. So this one, I believe, again, is about Dalton. She's talking about infidelity that actually was happening on his part. She hit us with the line, now she's in my bed, laying on your chest, and hope you feel all right when you're in her. She goes on to explain that she's ready to put that pain behind her. She wishes she could just wipe her memory clear and move on. And then she says, now he's in your bed, laying on my chest. So now it appears Dalton wrecked their home. Allegedly, we're never going to hear his side of the story. Song 6, Supernatural. So she's talking about a love that feels supernatural, that feels otherworldly. She talks about their connection, how the only way it could have happened was if it were like led by the cosmos. She is talking about some life-changing loving. This love's possessing me, but I don't mind at all. That's actually what she said word for word. Song 7, True Story. So this one I think is kind of for the media. She's saying if you want her to be the villain in your story, then have at it. She doesn't have the energy because she's going to be over in the corner doing her. Song 8.
The boy is mine. I can't wait to try him. Let's get intertwined. The boy is mine.
A bob, a bob, a bob, a bob. There's a lot of discourse about people being like, I can't believe she made this song about SpongeBob. You know what? Thank you, SpongeBob. I listen to this song every day. Album has only been out, like 4 or 5 days now? I listen to it every single day. This is probably going to be one of my most listened to songs of the year. So Ethan, thanks. Song 9, Yes And. So now that we've gotten context to the album, you can kind of see the story behind it. It was honestly quite strategic. Maybe she likes the drama. Maybe she does like the drama. You're going through some tough stuff, but you're actually really fucking strong. Go you. I'm rooting for you. I'm proud of you. Fuck it up. Song 10, We Can't Be Friends, Wait for Your Love. So basically, she knows her truth. She's being portrayed in an awful light. In the meantime, they can't be friends. And you know what? Sometimes you can't be friends. Spread that message. I think more people actually need to hear it. Say it again for the people in the back. Song 11, I Wish I Hated You. So something here has come to an end, and she wishes they were more horrific. She actually says, I wish I were worse to you. I wish you were worse to me. Again, things just were not right. And so it's kind of hard to walk away from something when there is not like that blatant thing that you need to run away from. Just because it's not horrific doesn't, again, mean that it's right. And so she's like, it would be a lot easier if I just hated you. It would be a lot easier if things were worse than they were, but they're just not. Song 12, Imperfect for You. She is back in her lover girl bag when she's feeling anxious, when she's feeling moody. You know what I mean? I still know how to give you exactly what you need because while I am imperfect, I'm still made for you. Girl, that is so beautiful. Like a hopeless romantic dream. Song 13, the album finale, Ordinary Things. She's like, babe, the world is our oyster. We can get anything we want. I mean, she has a net worth of $200 million. All she wants is more time. The song is about how their love is not ordinary, but their love is a reminder of ordinary things. Like, for example, you hit just like the first sip of wine after a long day. You know, you hit just like a green light when I'm stuck running real late. Ordinary. And then her grandmother finishes the song with a cute voice note. And she's basically saying no matter how hard it got, no matter how many times she actually thought that she would have been better off walking away, she had somebody that wanted to work through issues with her. Her grandmother basically answered those questions for her at the end of the album, which was so beautiful. The rating, 9 out of 10. Honestly, I never give 10 out of 10s because like I just don't know what that looks like. But this album is so like I like all of her albums. I think that this album is very real and it's very raw and it's very vulnerable. It feels mature. It feels like she has a muse, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people can connect to a lot of this album because she knows how to speak to the collective in a way that is digestible for everybody. She has something in there for everybody. If you're falling in love, if you're breaking up, if you want to choose yourself. Like Ari did it again. I don't know if she stole somebody's man. I don't know that she didn't. I don't know anything, and I'm not commenting on that. I just like the art, and I will continue to play the art. I'm gonna keep stream Eternal Sunshines. I'm talking like I'm about to get some commission, but actually this album, I play it every single day. Like, it has brought value to even me, and I'm not in her situations at all, but damn girl, thank you. Thank you. So if you liked anything that you saw, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite song is, what you liked about the album, what you didn't like about the album. Let me know if you like Rim Beauty. I don't know. I'm gonna see you next week. Bye. Stream Eternal Sunshine.